You're watching Carolina and Company Live. With your host, Cecil Chandler. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. You know what day it is? It's Friday. That means the weekend's here, and I hope everybody has some great plans for the weekend. We got a great show lined up today, a lot of fun stuff to talk about. But right now, I know what you're waiting on. You want to find out about the weather for the weekend. Well, and welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, we got a few things we got to talk about before we get underway with the show. We do got to tell you about something that's coming up tomorrow. We're talking about a car show. Yes, sir. It's taking a good-looking truck. Coming up, we'll be cruising into Maggie D's on Seaboard Road in Myrtle Beach. The show starts at 11. You never know who's going to show up, the Blues Brothers. And it runs until 2 p.m. This is free to all makes and models, and top 4 winners take home trophies. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bring the kids out and show them some cool cars from the old days. How about that 64 Chevy? All right, let's find out a little bit about something else. All right, earlier this week, they had the new Clawhow restaurant. Yes, sir. Let me tell you, they had a soft opening Monday night. And all of us here from the station were invited. And let me tell you, this is a beautiful place. That's that 3-ton aquarium filled with fish you just saw. Most of the TV 15 gang were there. And the new Clawhouse is located next to the Dead Dog Saloon down in Merle Center. It's a beautiful place. And, you know, come down on the Marsh Walk and come over and have it at the new restaurant. We appreciate it. There's the gang. All of us were invited for the grand opening on Monday night, and the Campbell boys, Charlie, all of them, they really do a great job when they put together a restaurant. Of course, Dead Dog is theirs too. But all of that, and then you got to take time to go down there and check it out because they opened back up last night. All right, here we go today. Today's Friday, April 8th, and this is Trading Cards for Grown-Up Days. Trading card, okay, that's for older people who have trading cards. And it's also Draw a Picture of a Bird Day. So you can do that. Birthdays today, let's go back to 1960. John Schneider, you know this guy. He's 56 years old from the TV show Dukes of Hazzard in the 80s and also the TV series Smallville, Superman. 1966, Robin Wright, 50 years old, played Jenny in Forrest Gump. TV movie Molly Flanders and House of Cards. 1970, J.R. Bourne, 46 years old, the Science Fi series Stargate SG-1, MTV show Teen Wolf, and TV Revenge. All right, let's go back today in history. It was 1975, the 47th Academy Awards. Godfather 2 picked up the awards. And in 1979, the 204th and final episode of All in the Family. All right, for the know-it-all department, you ready? Anybody knows now, just holler out if any of y'all know this question. I mean the answer. All right, everyone knows our space program cost a lot of money. All right, but guess how much one spacesuit cost? One spacesuit. Send one man in space. Nobody? Tommy? You don't know?
50 grand.
50 grand? That doesn't even buy the shoe. $12 million for one spacesuit. So I reckon when they go to space, they send 6 or 7 people. That's a lot of money. That's from the Know-It-All department today. We got a great show lined up, a lot of fun stuff. Hope you're going to stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking to Coastline Pet Supply. Tommy's here. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, Coastline Pet Supply, your one-stop shop for everything you need for pets. And they've got pets here, of course. We're talking about food and everything else. Tommy's here with us today. Tommy, what are we talking about today?
Natural Balance dog food.
Okay.
You're familiar with Dick Van Patten, 8 is Enough?
Yeah.
He started this company years ago.
Really?
Basically for dogs with allergies. Most of your dog foods have a lot of different ingredients in it. He came out with a variety that has basically one animal-based protein and one carbohydrate.
All right, that's what we're looking at. So he put all that together. That's pretty good.
They've got a venison sweet potato, duck and white potato, and several others, venison, buffalo, chicken. And so if your dog has allergies, you can give them this food, and hopefully by narrowing the ingredient list, you won't hit something that they're allergic to. They'll also make a biscuit and a can that corresponds to what you're feeding in a dry, so you're not introducing something new back to the dog that might cause his allergies to act up.
That's 35 years ago. Dog food was just dog food. Here it is. You feed them, and you didn't have everything. Now they got it for every different size, for allergies, for everything.
Yeah, I got kangaroo and guinea and just about anything else you can think of. They'll have monkey meat and grits at one point in time, I suspect. And you'll probably see dog food for female dogs, dog food for male dogs,
Yeah.
dog food for the summer, the winter. Yeah, that's coming. It's just marketing.
All right, now what's the big thing right now in pets? What's going on?
I went through my 16 dwarf bunnies. I hope I'm going to have some more in next week. We've been having a hard time finding some corn snakes. Finally got some corn snakes in, chameleons, Pac-Man frogs, bearded dragons. Got a little bit of everything.
Everything you're talking about. How about tropical fish? I know you did a lot of it for the Claw House, too.
Yeah.
That big aquarium, that new restaurant we talked about earlier.
They've been getting a bunch of stuff from us. Matter of fact, they picked up a bunch of corals yesterday. I'm assuming they're in the tank today, but it takes saltwater tanks a little while to age, so it'll look a lot prettier down the road than it does now. But I'm going to go down next week and take a look at it
You've
myself.
got to see it. It's unbelievable. I'm talking about a 3-ton tank right there in the Claw House, the new restaurant down in Merle's Inlet, and it's beautiful, too. All right, now, anything else? Fleas? What we got going on right now with fleas?
The fleas haven't quite started yet.
Yeah, they come
a little bit, but yeah, I would imagine next month or so they'll break out pretty hard.
So get ready to look for flea collars as things that work.
Yes, and we got it.
All right. Tommy, it's always a pleasure having you here, my friend.
Thank you very much.
And the good thing about Tommy, now when you go to Coastline Pet Supply, don't worry about your pet. Take your pet in, no matter what you've got, an alligator, crocodile. Tommy says bring it in. Hey, we'll do that. All right, thanks a lot. We got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Friday, the weekend's here, everybody. Now, coming up April 9th at Ocean Creek, they're having the 2nd annual South Carolina Rose Ball Festival, at which time a girl will be selected to represent South Carolina in Ireland, right?
Yep, in Ireland.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Now, this could be held at Ocean Creek, and now we've got Shannon with me. Now, Shannon is last year's queen.
Yes, the first ever South Carolina Rose. This is the first year that we've had the program, so we're looking to crown our 2nd winner tomorrow.
Wow, now you went to Ireland.
I did. I went to Ireland twice, actually.
Tell me about it.
The first time was last June for the regional festival, and it was sort of, to get to know everyone. There was about 64 lovely young ladies from around the world who are competing for the chance to go on to the international festival, which was in August, to then go for the overall prize of being the worldwide representative for the Irish communities.
Well, that's pretty good to be in Ireland, though. That was nice,
it was
wasn't
amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And those were both my first 2 trips over, and I couldn't have done it a better way.
All right, that's good. All right, now the festival is tomorrow night?
Yes, the selection is tomorrow night at April 9th at Ocean Creek. It is a bit of a formal event. We like to give everybody a chance to get all dressed up, but tickets are $55, and I believe that we still have a few of them left. There will be a full dinner, cocktail hour, lots of dancing, and some good entertainment, and I've seen the lineup of girls. I know several of them very well, and it's going to be a really fun night.
Wow, how many girls y'all got? Do you know?
We have 6 this year. Yes.
6 girls this year, and one of them will get a chance to go to Ireland.
One of them will get a free trip to Ireland, yes.
That's pretty good. Now, what all did you do on your reign as queen this past year?
Well, besides going to, obviously, the festivals in Ireland, I've done a lot of work around here. The Ancient Order of Hibernians is an organization for people of Irish descent who know their history. I was at their golf tournament a couple of times, been at some events for them. We were in the St. Patrick's Day Parade this past March up in North Myrtle Beach. We were also at the Irish Italian Festival, so it was a lot of fun. But one of my favorite things that we actually got to do was go and be in the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade this year, and a bunch of the Roses and escorts from around the world came and got together, and it was a really nice big reunion. We had a great time.
That is great. Shannon gives it up tomorrow night. It's going to be at the Ocean Creek Resort. You still got time to get some, check them out, call them up, get some tickets and go there. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
appreciate
having
you
me.
being
Happy
here.
Friday.
All right, you got it. All right, we'll be right back. More stuff coming up. All right, welcome back. It's a Friday, having a lot of fun here in the studio today. All right, Wayne Howard's with me from the Florence County Sheriff's Department, and the 20th Annual Outback Steakhouse Golf Tournament. We played at the Country Club of South Carolina on Friday, April 26th. And fundraise for this event, of course, goes to Camp PD Pride, and I played in this, God, I might have played in the first one. It's been so long ago. I think it was a long time ago. All right, Wayne, tell me about this thing, because this is a big event for y'all.
Yeah, it's one of the main fundraisers besides the benefit rides and stuff and fishing tournament, but it raises approximately about $17,000 each year, and it goes to Camp PD Pride. And as you know, last year by the Secretary of State we were voted the #2 fundraiser in the state of South Carolina for nonprofits.
That's pretty good.
All the money we have left over, we spend on kids with life-threatening diseases. A little Halitosin and Society here, we build an addition onto their house for them. We just pick other people that have needs too. We kind of judge on them and then give them what we can that's left over from the camp budget.
All the money goes back into it. Now, Camp PD Pride, tell them what that is. Now, that's a free camp.
That's a free camp at Francis Marion University. This is the 20th year. We've had over 7,000 kids between 8 and 12 go through the program. And as you know from seeing us, during June and July, if you want to see me with a bunch of kids from Marion, Darlington, Florence,
Water
Dillon
park.
County, water every Thursday, myself and 2 other officers and some students from Francis Marion, we're down there with about 110 of them.
Wow, water and wheels right there in Surfside.
I can't thank Mark Lazarus enough for what he does for the
him and
Camp PD
Karen do a
Pride.
great job
They
down there.
certainly do.
You know, what's so great about it, 7,000 kids have been to camp now, and they've never paid a dime.
Not a penny. And, you know, we lucky now, we also come down here, but we also go to the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Driving the go-karts and stuff. We took some of them there. And last year we had a connection and took a couple to some Carolina football games.
Wow, that's pretty good. All right, now, when you can people still get in this tournament right now? Are you still got any openings?
We got one opening for the 8:15 tee time in the morning and have 3 for the 1:30 tee time in the afternoon. It's just $260. If you come early in the morning, Bojangles
That's the
feeds
team,
breakfast.
$260 for a team.
And Bojangles does breakfast that morning for the morning people. And at noontime, Jim Pruitt, fine people at Outback Steakhouse.
Man, they feed you.
Steak, shrimp, chicken, all you can eat.
That's unbelievable.
And then, of course, the world famous, closest to the pig hole, which we actually named after you the first year we had a tournament.
I know it.
Got a little ceramic pig out there for people who can't hit the golf ball. If your golf ball goes in the woods and the ball is the closest one to it, it's a minimum of $100.
That's right. That's pretty good. Wayne did that for the first time we started a long time ago. That was pretty good. All right, what else you got coming up? You do so many fundraisers a year to help
We've
do
got
things.
the this year for the 9/11 celebrations. Yeah, we're doing it for some wounded warriors and some terminally ill kids with cancer. That money we will split amongst them. We had dealing with kids now from not only Georgia but also North Carolina.
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, Wayne, you do a great job working with the Sheriff's Department, making all this stuff. All right, don't forget, it's coming up the 22nd. You still got time. Contact Wayne at the Florence County Sheriff's Department if you want to be involved in the tournament April 22nd at the Country Club of South Carolina. Always a pleasure, my man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We're going to talk about something that's going on in Darlington County. We'll be back. And welcome back. All right, now we're going to talk about something going on in Darlington County. It's to benefit the Humane Society over there for Saturday, April 9th. That's tomorrow. And it's called the event Under the Oaks. It'll be held at the Oak Manor Inn in Hartsville. There'll be food, music, silent auction, all kind of stuff, and the proceeds go to the Darlington County Humane Society. And I just found out, Julie just told me, this thing is so popular, she just got word, you're sold out.
That's right. That's
Everybody,
right.
so you have no room for nobody else.
We don't, but it's the first of its kind event. Businesses and citizens from all over the PD area have come together. The response has been overwhelming, and 100% of the proceeds will benefit the Darlington County Humane Society.
All right. Do you know what y'all going to raise? Roughly how much money you're going to raise?
Our goal is $10,000, and we expect to meet that, but the need is always there, so we encourage people to participate by going to darlingtonhumane.org and giving what you can. The Darlington County Humane Society takes in over 4,000 animals each year.
That is a lot of, wow.
It is, and they're only funded at about $150,000 a year. So that includes paying for utilities, salaries, pet food, water. So you can see that the need is always there. So this is a first of its kind event, and we hope to do more and more of events like these.
Well, we need to help the Humane Society. There was just something recently in the news about somebody taping up a dog's mouth over in Darlington, and I hope they catch him.
Yes, and unfortunately, that is an extreme story, but the staff at the Humane Society see that kind of thing all the time. And that's why vet bills can be sky high, because when dogs and cats are injured like that, we want to take care of them.
Well, that's the problem. You need volunteers, too. I'm sure the Humane Society needs some volunteers, too.
Always, always. On Saturday mornings, the Bridge program walks dogs at the Darlington County Humane Society. It's right off of the Harry Bird Highway in Darlington County. You can also always give donations, toys, pet food. We're actually at Evening Under the Oaks have a vintage truck, and everybody that attends is going to bring dog and cat food and toys that we can then send to the Humane Society along with our big donation.
So always remember the pets. That's who you need to take care of, because if you don't take care of them, nobody's going to take care of them.
That's right. That's right. They're helpless, and they depend on us.
That is true. And I tell you, once again, we got to tell you, the event Under the Oaks is sold out. They've sold all of it to benefit for the Humane Society, which is great, and I hope you make your goal of $10,000. And if you'd like to be a volunteer for the Darling County Humane Society, check in and find out about it, all right?
That's right.
All right. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. I hope you make a lot more than $10,000.
Thank you. I think we will.
All right. All right. We got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. It's a Friday. The weekend is here. And welcome back. We've got a great time today. A great show on a Friday, and we're glad everybody tuned in to watch, because this is the show that keeps you informed about everything going on. Now, starting next week, we tried out for a part-time person to help me on the show every day, and we finally made a decision. She'll be joining me on Monday. Amanda Sellers. And so I've got another Amanda. How about that? And she'll be coming to work for us, and we're going to have a great time. We'll start doing, we'll be in Laurinburg filming, and also yesterday was our first show that we did over in Conway on the road. So if you're in Conway and you'd like to know more about getting on the road with our show at noon, contact the Conway Chamber of Commerce, and they'll tell you how to do it. All right, don't forget the car show in the morning at Maggie D's, 11 o'clock. I'll be there. We'll have a lot of fun. Thanks so much for being here. Everybody have a great weekend. Be back here Monday. Amanda and I will be here. We'll be cooking some grilled cheese sandwiches for everybody. That's going to be fun. See you then.